Hi everyone, I'm Kathy from Impact, and I want to start off by thanking you again for your amazing generosity. First, some bad news. Domestic violence rates are not going down, and as of today, 45 Australian women have been killed this year. Given that we're only in week 37, that means that this year we've lost well more than the average of one woman a week. The good news, though, is that because we know that at least 2,500 Victorian women are in hiding every night, not counting those who are staying with family or friends or sleeping in their cars or doing it rough, they escaped that final blow. And Impact was able to give each one of them on Mother's Day a really generously filled bag of love. Our incredible team of volunteers are now working furiously to prepare the same for Christmas, plus gifts for their kids. Now, some other bad news, which is actually some really good news. What we pitched for doesn't need to happen anymore. Impact had been offering free childcare in courts on family violence days. We've also been actively advocating with politicians to get them to understand how important it was for both mums and children to have this service in every court, not as a nice add-on, but as a given. But it all seemed too hard for the courts until COVID struck. As lockdowns became more protracted, the courts, like many businesses, were forced to open their minds, and they reluctantly experimented by allowing women to participate in their hearings remotely using Zoom-like technology. Once they saw that this actually works, they were sold. The process is now everyday practice. It's interesting, isn't it, that what seems impossible, like working from home with flexible hours, can actually happen when an emergency of some sort happens. For women who really do need to come into court, the courts combined that technology learning with the learnings they received from our free childcare project. And we've only learned about this after our TFN pitch. So we contacted Maddie immediately to let her know that our situation had changed. We asked Maddie for her advice on how to proceed. Might there be a possibility of changing programs, or should we be returning your donations? Maddie asked what our alternative project was, and on hearing it was enthused and gave us the go-ahead to change. So our new project is called Impactful. We actually trialled Impactful pre-COVID with amazing success. Impactful is a wellness program, free for women who have experienced extreme violence at home. Admission to the program was only via a referral from a safe house, a doctor, a psychologist, or a support group. We partnered with a women's-only gym. It had to be women's only, so that there was no chance of any male perpetrator seeing them. The gym had to be easily accessible by public transport, and it had to have a separate facility for childcare. We asked a social worker to manage the program and ensured that the trainer we had was trauma trained. The program ran in 5-week terms, offering gentle stretching, some dance, some meditation, for an hour. Every woman received a gift of a backpack with a water bottle, a t-shirt, some hygiene products, and some makeup. Their children were lovingly cared for in a separate room where we also provided fruit snacks and drinks. An important part of the program was that a team of police women also participated in order to build better relationships between the women and police. Yes, the women were the victims, but they don't always have a positive experience with police. Following each session, we provided a nutritious lunch, and every woman was also offered a shoulder massage by a qualified masseuse. The program was a resounding success. We know that not just anecdotally, but also because we surveyed the women pre and post every session. Without exception, every woman scored more highly on each of the attributes of stress level, sense of calm, sense of well-being, and positivity. Our original Impactful program was forced to stop because of COVID. And sadly, the gym we were partnering with went out of business thanks to COVID. I want to say thank you to TFN for giving us permission to use the funds you gave us so generously to reinstate the program, which is absolutely unique in Victoria. Impact will be starting shortly both in the Dandenong and in the Footscray areas, and I look forward to giving you a far more positive update next time. Thank you all for being so impactful.